Researchers just published a technique called VulMask that hides malware inside AI agent skills by making it look like an ordinary bug instead of an attack. Against one commercial scanner, that disguise alone dropped malware detection from 100% to 76.3%. Same malicious code, different wrapper. Here's why this matters if you use skills in Claude Code, Cursor, or any agent that installs them from a public repository or marketplace. A skill isn't just a text file, it comes with scripts and resources that actually run. And this research shows scanners are far better at catching this is obviously malware, then this is a normal looking security bug that happens to trigger on command. Here's exactly how the disguise works, the actual numbers across different scanners, and what it means before you install your next skill. Quick context on what a skill even is. It is a package format, a skill.md file, plus supporting scripts and resources that extends what a coding agent can do. You can pull them from public repositories the same way you'd install a library. That is exactly the supply chain surface this research targets. The researcher's technique called VulMask does not hide a malicious payload behind vague language. It rewrites the payload itself. Instead of code that obviously steals credentials or opens a reverse shell, VulMask converts that same behavior into code shaped like a known, ordinary vulnerability class, the kind of insecure pattern a scanner expects to see all the time and mostly shrugs at. The malicious behavior stays fully intact. It just waits for an attacker-controlled trigger before it activates. By this channel's subscribers, if you want the next one of these the moment it's out, subscribing is genuinely the only thing that puts it in your feed instead of leaving it to the algorithm. The numbers are the real story here. Across the researchers' tests, VulMask kept the host skill working normally 96.6% of the time, so nothing about using it feels broken. Attack success sat at 58.8%. And against a commercial reviewer built specifically to catch this kind of thing, malware detection dropped from 100% on the obvious version down to 76.3% once it was disguised as an ordinary vulnerability. Worth being precise about what that number does and does not mean. A different scanner in the same study still caught the disguised version 98.9% of the time, barely different from the obvious version, and a third scanner caught close to nothing either way, disguised or not, meaning that one was just weak on its own terms, not specifically defeated by this technique. VulMask does not break every scanner, it exploits a specific blind spot. Reviewers tuned to flag explicit malware, but not tuned to treat an ordinary-looking bug as a real threat when it's running with an agent's permissions. The four things researchers actually demonstrated this working for: stealing credentials like SSH keys and cloud tokens, running commands including reverse shells, tampering with an agent's own settings or memory, and destructive actions like deleting or encrypting files. One more thing worth being precise about: this is controlled academic research, not a confirmed attack already found in the wild. And the researchers deliberately withheld attack-ready packages for that reason. What it proves is a real gap, not a live incident. So here's what to actually check before your next skill install. Don't just ask whether a scanner cleared it. Look at whether the auxiliary scripts get reviewed at all, not just the skill.md description. And if you're running skills from outside your own team, run them with the same restricted file and network access you'd give code you don't fully trust yet, because right now, looking clean and being safe are not the same.